Welcome to HVTV1 Student News, live on HVTV1.com. The following is a special presentation of the Hidden Valley High School Mustangs of Murphy, Oregon. Welcome to the Bi-Mart Game and Event of the Week, presented by Evergreen Federal Bank. This event is sponsored in part by Oregon California Supply, by Fields Ace Home Center, by Southern Oregon Sanitation, by CircleK.com, powered by, and by Riverside Ready Mix. Thanks for watching HVTV1 Student News live on HVTV1.com.
Hello, TV1.com. In Special District 2, Southern DeVitch v. TV1.com.
TV should.
I'm here with head coach. This game to get started. Can you tell us a little bit about the Okay, shifting gears to this week against Cascade Christian, the defending state champions. Have you guys noticed anything, any tendencies on tape, and what do you guys expect from them this week?
Cascade Christian's a very good team, very well coached, looking at capitalizing on some of the defenses that they run. They run several different coverages, and we will try to take advantage of their coverages that they're giving us at that moment. Offensively, they're a lot like us. They like to their spread offense, like to get the ball outside as an extension of their run game. So it's really on our defense to fly to the ball and make sure we tackle well.
Okay, and then final question, can you give us an update on Tobias Powers and his condition, how he's doing?
Tobias is still in his recovery mode. He's not ready to play on Friday night. It's a high ankle sprain, which takes a little bit of time to get over. He's been doing the proper treatment to it, icing it, working his ankle. I expect that he'll be back either next week or the week after, so hopefully next week.
All right, thank you for your time.
It's the season of sneezes and sniffles, and your Bi-Mart Pharmacy is here to help you keep them away. We have everything you need. Buy your Bi-Mart Pharmacy for available times and get vaccinated today. And be sure to get ready with cough drops, cold medicine, and natural remedies while you're here. Bi-Mart, get ready for your season for less.
Welcome back to the Bi-Mart Game of the Week on HVTV1.com. We welcome you to the campus of Hidden Valley High School in Murphy, Oregon, as the sights and sounds of Mustang Stadium fill the air. Once again, I'm Josh Eldridge along with Caleb Dybala. Tonight the Mustangs open league play against the Cascade Christian Challengers. The Mustangs are 3-1 and have won 3 straight since losing its opening game of the season to Sutherland. Hidden Valley dominated Salem Academy last week, beating the Crusaders 43-17. Sophomore quarterback Sam Vidlak threw for 386 passing yards and 5 touchdowns. Meanwhile, the Hidden Valley defense kept Salem Academy on their heels the whole night. The Stangs D came away with 5 turnovers with 2 fumble recoveries and interceptions from Julian Aguilar, Trey Bixler, and Parker Wright. A much improved defensive effort last week, rather than against the Knights, where Hidden Valley gave up 28 points. Coming into this game, they averaged 15 points against them and 30 points for them per night. The visiting Cascade Christian Challengers are still favorites coming into this one tonight. The Challengers are defending state champions after defeating Santiam Christian 28-21 last year in the finals. Coming into tonight, the Challengers are 3-1, having only lost to Klamath Union. And Klamath Union, of course, a Skyline team in a 4A. And Hidden Valley, of course, in football, no longer a part of the Skyline Conference. Again, dropping down to the 3A this year to play teams like Cascade Christian and Salem Academy like they have in the past. Again, if you want to learn more about that and any other rule changes and questions you may have, go to osa.org, and there they'll direct you to any questions you may have. Kickoff is getting close, so stay tuned as the Mustangs start off league play against the Challengers, and the Meyer Circle K pregame show continues on HVTV1.com.
HVTV1.com and Hidden Valley High School wishes to give a special thanks to Evergreen Federal Bank and President Jeff HYDE. Thanks for the Evergreen Federal Bank Sports Complex on the beautiful campus of Hidden Valley High School. Evergreen Federal Bank. Today's event on HVTV1.com is presented in part by great donors and contributors to Hidden Valley High School, such as Don Carter Enterprises, Hidden Valley Market, and Pete Allen Surveying. HVTV1.com and these great events at Hidden Valley High School are also sponsored in part by great contributors and donors such as Stephen Stark Excavation and by Dar Benton Construction. And special thanks to Southern Oregon Audio Visual and Ciro Bignati, and by Riverside Ready Mix. Make the call to Riverside Ready Mix.
TV1.com matchup again is the League Open Valley as they play the Cascade Christian Challengers. These two teams have played before. As back in 2010, Cascade, they won 56-20 over the Hidden Valley Mustangs. Again, that's in 2010. That the Challengers title last season, won overall last year. The first in their matchup, Harrisburg, 46 rather. And then in the finals, again mentioned, 28-21 versus Santiam Christian to clinch the 3A title. As we'll get right back to that as we cover the national anthem here on HVTV1.com. So again, we continue to build this story here between Hidden Valley and the Challengers. So last week for Hidden Valley, again, a win against Salem Academy, 43-17. Cascade Christian coming off a win as well against Pleasant Hill, 52-13. If you'll remember, Hidden Valley shut out Pleasant Hill in week 2 of the season, 36-0. So both of those teams having win against common teams. So something to maybe keep track of. Hidden Valley, 509 yards total last week for offense, compared to Cascade Christian's only 493. So Hidden Valley total offense having a better week last week than Cascade Christian. Move to our OSA top 10, get a big picture of the entire state of Oregon right here. Number 1 is Rainier at 4-0. Number 2, Amity at 4-0. Number 3 is Wilhelmina at 3-1. 4 is Burns at 4-0. Number 5 is Vale at 2-2. Number 6 is Cascade Christian. They are 3-1. Number 7, Sutherland at 3-1. Number 8, Young Carlton at 2-2. Number 9 is Brookings Harbor at 3-1. And number 10 is Clatskanie at 3-1 as well. Hidden Valley, they're at number 12, so they're knocking on the door, getting in that top 10 list. And with a win tonight against number 6 Cascade Christian, they could very well. Pleasant Hill welcomes San Christian, and South Umpqua and Brookings Harbor going at it out at So again, Hidden Valley Mustangs, we talk about what we saw last week from Hidden Valley, a dominating performance again, 43-17. I think along with Jeremiah Noga receiving a couple touchdowns last week. But so I welcome in Caleb DiBala to the broadcast. I wanted to ask you this from what you've seen from the Mustangs so far. This is obviously their toughest test of the season. From what you've seen from this team, you think we got the mental fortitude to try to break through this win and maybe upset the defending state champs?
I think we do. We have a lot of young talent who's, I think right now are just catching their stride. They've had a couple early on games, I think, to get their flow going and, kind of feel out everything. And, I think I think it's only up from here. And, I think they'll definitely give the challengers a run for their money tonight.
Last time the Mustangs were here at Mustang Stadium, it was against the North Valley Knights, and a very close game indeed, 29-28, the final there. And I think one of the key factors in that win was this student section, the Home Valley crowd. I think they're going to have just as much to say about this one than anyone else will, just because of how rowdy they can get. I'm not quite sure if you can hear our band, but they're quite loud. But as the night gets dark, that student section gets crazy. The captain's meeting down there on the field right now. Normally we'd have that mic'd up for you, but this week couldn't get around to it. So we'll be able to see now. Hidden Valley tends to choose to receive here, but we've seen them defer as well. So Hidden Valley's won the toss, and they're going to choose to receive. So we're going to see the duo in the back there on that kick return of Spencer Simons and Elias English. Last time we were here at Mustang Stadium, it was a kick return to start off the game for Elias English. His only kick return of the season, the only kick return for the Mustangs so far in this campaign. So that means we'll get the treat of seeing quarterback Sam Vidlak and his offense out there first. As we bring up our scoreboard, we'd like to remind you that this first quarter is brought to you by Burger King. Burger Kings of Southern Oregon. Since 1954, our flame-grilled, freshly prepared tradition goes into every order from Burger Kings of Southern Oregon. There you see Elias English back there.
Kicking for the challengers to start the game tonight, number 44, Ethan Hoffman.
Going to get started here in just a few minutes. Kicking for Cascade Christian. Ethan Hoffman. The kick is up, and this game is getting started. I hand it off to English in the back near the 5. He finds a hole, but is down near the 24.
He's tackled by Elijah Smith. It'll be Hidden Valley ball, 1st and 10 from their own 23-yard line.
Mustangs taking possession at the 23 is where they'll mark it. So Sam Vidlak now leading his offense on the field as we move forward. We'll bring you the offensive starters. Handing off to Tanner Noble, maybe a gain of 1. For Hidden Valley, it's going to be Sam Vidlak at the quarterback position.
He's tackled by Michael Croy. Gain of 1, second down and 9.
Sam Vidlak at the quarter position. Behind him is going to be Tanner Noble. Jeremiah Noga, Jacob Tackett, Lawrence Matusik, and Parker Wright are the receiving core for Hidden Valley. The play action pass, looking down the line, and they're fighting for it, and he brings it down. That's Spencer Simons on the receiving corps. Haven't seen very much of him, but he's there to make that catch. A first down for Hidden Valley.
That's a 30-yard gain for a Mustang. First down. First and 10, Hidden Valley at the Challenger 45.
Only taking 2 plays for the Mustangs to cross the 50-yard line. And now Vidlak in shotgun again, standing behind him, or right next to him rather, is Tanner Noble. Making the reception that time, maybe for a gain of 8 or 9, was Jeremiah Noga.
Pass is complete to Jeremiah Noga. That's a 6-yard gain. He's
Noga on the season so far, 426 receiving yards. That's before coming into this game. And 4 touchdowns for him so far. Second and about 4 to go for Hidden Valley. Noga taking the handoff. He's cutting up field. A gain of about 6 yards and a first down for Hidden Valley.
He's tackled by John Fralick at about the 30.
Offensive line for Hidden Valley.
Pretty good for a Mustang. First down.
Under center is number 76, Dustin Brown. Number 72, Clancy Allen. Max Wallace is a guard as well, number 78. And Nathan Bragg at 52. Taking the handoff is Noble. He's cutting up field. He gets down near the 20. A gain of
Tanner Noble, the ball carrier.
about 12 there for Tanner Noble.
He's tackled by number 24, Luke Smith, but not before he gets a Mustang. First down.
Mustangs driving early. That's 3 first downs this drive for Hidden Valley.
Valley at the Challenger 20-yard line.
Try to set the Cascade defense for you. Up front for them is number 70, Cole Ferguson, and number 61, Logan Flenner. Linebackers are Spencer Weeks. That one towards the end zone, and it's caught. Jeremiah Noga, a touchdown for Hidden Valley.
Touchdown, Hidden Valley. Vidlak to Jeremiah Noga.
That's Noga's 5th touchdown on the season, and that's Vidlak's 9th passing touchdown for him so far this season.
Sam Vidlak to attempt the extra point for the Mustangs. And it's good. 9:15 to play.
7-0 Mustangs with about 9:15 left to go in the first quarter. You're watching the Bi-Mart Game of the Week, presented by Evergreen Federal Bank on HVTV1.com.
HVTV1.com and Hidden Valley High School wishes to give a special thanks to Evergreen Federal Bank and President Jeff HYDE. Thanks for the Evergreen Federal Bank Sports Complex on the beautiful campus of Hidden Valley High School. Evergreen Federal Bank. Today's event on HVTV1.com is presented in part by great donors and contributors to Hidden Valley High School, such as Don Carter Enterprises, Hidden Valley Market, and Pete Allen Surveying. HVTV1.com and these great events at Hidden Valley High School are also sponsored in part by great contributors and donors such as Stephen Stark Excavation and by Dar Benton Construction. And special thanks to Southern Oregon Audio Visual and Ciro Bignati. And by Riverside Ready Mix. Make the call to Riverside Ready Mix.
Welcome back to HVTV1.com. It's the Weimar game of breaking a couple tackles back there. Can't quite bring him down, and he's brought down before reaching the 35, marked at about the 33.5-yard line.
It's going to be 1st and 10, Cascade Christian at the 34-yard line.
So the defense for Hidden Valley up front is going to be number 22, Gabe Birchfield. Number 76, Dustin Brown. Number 52, Nate Bragg. Linebackers, number 15, Julian Aguilar. Number 32, Matt Iwamizu. Number 18, Glenn Rossi. As they get in the backfield there and trying to inch up, there was Luke Smith maybe for a yard. Defensive backs for Hidden Valley, number 6, Parker Wright. Number 11, Trey Bixler. And number 1, Elias English. You'll sometimes see number 2, Spencer Simons down there right now at the bottom of your screen. A gain of about 3 yards for Cascade Christian.
He's tackled by Nathan Bragg. 3rd down and 4 for the Challengers.
The pass, he dumps it off, but cutting upfield, and he's all by himself. Only person trying to catch up to him now is Trey Bixler, and he finally catches up to him past the 20. That play coming off of
Trey Bixler brings him down.
Wyatt Lewis.
1st and 10 for Cascade.
Big game for Cascade Christian.
18-yard line.
Keegan Shan trying to find room to rush up this one. He makes a cut up field. Finally breaking him down, though.
Sean, again, the ball carrier.
Julian Aguilar with the tackle.
He's tackled by Julian Aguilar. That's a 6-yard gain.
76 degrees here in Murphy.
3.
It's a pretty warm night. Keegan Shan. Standing next to him is, again, Luke Smith. The handoff. Another gain of about 4 or 5 yards.
Elijah Smith, the ball carrier. He's tackled by number 22, Gabe Birchfield. That is good for a Challenger 1st down. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Tackett coming in, Bixler down on the bench. And will they say he caught it? It's good. Touchdown reception. Cascade Challengers with that one.
Ian Freelick for a Challenger
Number
touchdown.
6, Ian Freelick making the reception on that one. 6 points for Cascade Christian. Iwamizu trying to block that one, but it went right between his hands. Now kicking for Cascade Christian. Samuel Martin, and holding the kick still for him is Ian Freelick. And the kick is good. We got a tie game, 7-7. The Mustangs will regain possession. You're watching HVTV1s.com. It's the Weimar Game of the Week, presented by Evergreen Federal Bank.
Oregon California Supply is your one-stop shop for construction, logging, rigging, hose and hydraulic lines and fittings, and fire and safety equipment. Oregon California Supply in Grants Pass next to Wild River Pizza. Make a pit stop today at My Circle K, powered by Colvin Oil, and enjoy a Polar Pop any day, any size, just 89 cents. And get a kickback rewards card and earn points with every purchase. Points you can redeem just like cash. Find them, follow them, kick back with them. MyCircleK.com.
It's Evergreen Federal game. The 5-yard touchdown reception from Elias English off the handoff. He's going to step out of bounds at about the 16. So that's where this drive will start for Hidden Valley. They look to answer back just like Cascade Christian did. Again, the Mustangs capping their last drive with a 20-yard touchdown pass to Jeremiah Noga. That drive, 6 plays, 76 yards. Cascade Christian ending their last drive with a 7-play, 66-yard drive. Quite sure what the holdup is. They need a new football again. Okay, so that happened a couple times in Salem last week, having trouble switching the footballs up, but should be getting started again here pretty soon.
Officials timeout to change the ball. Here we go.
Parker Wright in motion now, setting up the side. The toss to Tanner Noble. Cuts up field. He gets a first down. And he's dropped at about the 39.
2 rumbles for a Mustang. First down. He's tackled by Keegan Sean. It's going to be 1st and 10, Hidden Valley at the 39.
A gain of about 19 for, or rather 29 for Tanner Noble. Bidlack throwing that one into the sideline, just throwing it away, maybe not liking what he looked at. 2nd and 10 for the Mustangs. Again, they moved pretty quickly down the field last time. It only took them 6 plays. They got 3 first downs in the attempt.
Timeout, Hidden Valley.
Mustangs are going to take their first time out of the half. Score is 7-7. Again, you're watching the Bimart Game of the Week presented by Evergreen Federal Bank on HVTV1.com.
HVTV1.com and Hidden Valley High School wishes to give a special thanks to Evergreen Federal Bank and President Jeff HYDE. Thanks for the Evergreen Federal Bank Sports Complex on the beautiful campus of Hidden Valley High School. Evergreen Federal Bank. Today's event on HVTV1.com is presented in part by great donors and contributors to Hidden Valley High School, such as Don Carter Enterprises, Hidden Valley Market, and Pete Allen Surveying. HVTV1.com and these great events at Hidden Valley High School are also sponsored in part by great contributors and donors such as Stephen Stark Excavation and by Dar Benton Construction. And special thanks to Southern Oregon Audio Visual and Ciro Bignati, and by Riverside Ready Mix. Make the call to Riverside Ready Mix.
Welcome back to the Bimart Game of the Week presented by Evergreen. 3rd and 7 for Hidden Valley. We get some more wide receivers out there as Matusik and Simons, as well as Parker Wright, Jacob Tackett, and Jeremiah Noga all out there for Hidden Valley right now. Simons in motion. Deep pass over, intended targets Matusik, and he almost brought that one down, but he couldn't quite do it. It's going to be 4th and 7 for Hidden Valley. So Jeremiah Noga is back to punt for Hidden Valley, and receiving for Cascade Christian. That's Ian Fralick again. See, he fumbles it down near the 24. So that's where they're going to end up having to mark it.
Jacob Tackett was there on defense for the Mustangs. First down and 10, Challengers at their own 24.
So Cascade Christian takes over possession at their own 24-yard line with 5:17 left to go. Bixler, the lone safety, back deep. Handoff coming to Fralick. Bringing him down in the back was Julian Aguilar.
Julian Aguilar on that tackle for the Mustangs. That's a gain of 5. Second down and 5 for the Challengers.
Fralick in motion. And they throw to him as he's still going. Gets a gain of about 3 yards. Not good for a first down, so it's going to be third and about 1.5 or so.
Third down and 1.
This would be the first third down conversion attempt for Cascade Christian. Oh no, they're going to call it a first down.
First and 10.
Maybe just by the tip of the football, so hold on for that third down conversion. It'll come down later. First and 10 for the Challengers. 4.5 minutes going. Sean takes the snap, dumps it off shallow. The tackle is made before the first down, but a gain of about 8 or so for Cascade Christian. So going to glance at Hidden Valley's defense. Burkefield drag. Ball carrier was Kristen Fallick.
Glenn Rossi and Gabe Birchfield on that tackle for the Mustangs. The penalty is going to be a hold against the Challengers.
Holding against Cascade Christian, so this one's going to be brought back quite a bit. So they bring it back 10 yards. It's going to be placed right at the 31. Just inside the 31, actually, about the length of a football. 4 minutes, 11 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Incomplete pass. The intended target was John Fralick.
Third down and 12 now for the Challengers.
Sean falling back, attempting a deep pass. And we'll see if it is caught.
Sean's pass was intended for John.
No, he steps out of bounds. Saw 2 different calls there, so. So it's going to be 3rd and 12 for Cascade Christian. It looked like John Fralick made the catch, but then just stepped out of bounds right at the wrong time. So it's going to be 3rd and about 11. 4th down and 12, sorry. So it looks like they're going to end up having to punt it here. At least I would assume so, this deep in their own territory. Again, it's still marked at the 31. And Cascade Christian has ample opportunity to make a play here, but just haven't been able to pull it out. Simon's looking to take it on a hop, and he's just going to let it roll past him as that ball just didn't stop, and it's going to be marked down at the 14-yard line. A 49-yard punt will mark this one down at the 14.
That flag is waved off. It's going to be first down, Hidden Valley. At their own 9-yard line. Check that. 14-yard line.
In Valley at the 14. 3 minutes 42 to go. It's a tie game, 7-7. Both teams scoring on their opening drives. Sam Vidlak completing a 20-yard touchdown pass to Jeremiah Noga. And Simon's taking it on the outside. He gets by one, but he's tackled. It's going to be a first down for Hidden Valley.
That's good for a Mustang.
About 11-yard gain for Spencer Simons. We haven't seen very much of him on the offensive side for Hidden Valley.
Quick score update from Roseburg. It's Grants Pass 14, Roseburg 7.
Not quite sure if you could hear, but the Cavemen leading the Roseburg Indians 14-7. Simon's in motion again. A fumble. I'm not quite sure who fell on it. We'll see in just a minute, though, as that was intended for Simons, it looked like, but fell right off of his wrist.
Recovered by Hidden Valley.
Tanner Noble falls on that one, so it'll stay in possession of the Mustangs. But it's going to be second and about 12. A long 12 at that. So again, Vidlak last week, school record. Intended target, Jeremiah Noga. Third and 13 to go for Hidden Valley. Again, Vidlak having a great week last week, throwing for 5 touchdowns. Vidlak, 57 yards total for the season coming into this one. A deep pass, Simons. One of them comes down with it, and I think it's going to be an interception. And it is. Interception made by John Freilich, the senior, and it will be Cascade's ball at the 42.
Cascade will take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Both of them looked like they had possession of that ball, that being Freilich and Simons, but eventually John Freilich stealing that one away from the Mustangs. First play of this drive is a play-action pass. A deep attempt down by the sideline is incomplete, the intended target being Christian Freilich. That's Sam Vidlak's 7th interception on the season so far. Didn't throw one last week. He had a command of the football then, but he's got 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He's balancing it out. Getting around 1 tackle. And again, that's Kristen Freilich. So again, these 3 Freilich brothers, Kristen, Ian, and John. Kristen, the youngest. He's just a sophomore.
pass is complete to Ian Freeling.
And that one, Ian Freilich. Him and John both seniors at Cascade Christian. But three of those guys on the receiving core for Cascade Christian, and Ian has been a running back as well this season for Cascade Christian. 2nd and 3. Sean, a pass over the middle. Ian Freilich, it's over his head.
Pass intended for Ian Freeling is incomplete.
Third and 3 to go for Cascade Christian. Mustangs defense stopped Cascade Christian last time out. Their drive ending in a 49-yard punt. But Hidden Valley sending the blitz. Sean breaks through it all. He might go all the way on this one, and he will. That's going to be a 59-yard touchdown for Keegan Sean. Kicking the extra point for Cascade Christian. It's good. That was Christian Freilich. 14-7, the Challengers take the lead here toward the end of the first quarter of play. You're watching the Bi-Mart Game of the Week presented by Evergreen Federal Bank on HVTV1.com.
Stop shop for construction, logging, rigging, hose and hydraulic lines and fittings, and fire and safety. Pizza. Pop any day, 9 cents, and get a kickback rewards card and earn points with every purchase. Points you can redeem just like cash. Find them, follow them, kick back with them. MyCircleK.com.
Welcome back to HVTV1.com. It's the Bi-Mart Game of the Week presented by... It's going to end up in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
It'll be a touchback. Hidden Valley will start 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hidden Valley ended their last drive with an interception. John Freilich
The Hidden Valley band while
stealing that pass away from Spencer Simons.
a t-shirt cannon to hand out t-shirts. And they'll also be throwing additional items out into the stands. And we ask that you stay off the field during halftime. Wrestling is running a 50-50 ticket, so if you spot one of those guys, grab yourself a chance to win half the pot.
Handed off to Noble. He got back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard.
Tackled by Cole Ferguson and Michael Croy. No gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
Under a minute now left in the first quarter. Flag is down. The line of scrimmage, and
We have a false start.
false start against Hidden Valley.
That'll make it 2nd and 15.
So now 2nd and 15 for Hidden Valley. 42 seconds left remaining here, and the clock resumes. They're down at their own 15. Vidlak drops back for a pass. The curl to Matusik. And a gain for about 5 for Lawrence Matusik. So now it's going to be 3rd and a pretty long 9 for Hidden Valley. Likely to see how far Vidlak can throw here. 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Tosses it to Noble. Tries to break off one tackle, but couldn't quite do it. A gain of about 3 for Tanner Noble. It'll be fourth down for Hidden Valley. But before that, it's the end of the first quarter here in Murphy. 14-7 the score on the Evergreen Federal Bank scoreboard. You're watching it all on HVTV1.com.
HVTV1.com and Hidden Valley High School wishes to give a special thanks to Evergreen Federal Bank and President Jeff Hyde. Thanks for the Evergreen Federal Bank Sports Complex on the beautiful campus of Hidden Valley High School. Evergreen Federal Bank. Today's event on HVTV1.com is presented in part by great donors and contributors to Hidden Valley High School, such as Don Carter Enterprises, Hidden Valley Market, and Pete Allen Surveying. HVTV1.com and these great events at Hidden Valley High School are also sponsored in part by great contributors and donors such as Stephen Stark Excavation and by Dar Benton Construction. And special thanks to Southern Oregon Audio Visual and Ciro Bignati and by Riverside Ready Mix. Make the call to Riverside Ready Mix.
Welcome back to the Bi-Mart Game of the Week presented by Evergreen Federal Bank on HVTV1.com. And before at 6 plays, 76 yards. Topping that one with Jeremiah Noga. Back with a 7 play, 66 yards. Takes a harsh bounce, and Christian brought down, but not. First and 10 for Cascade Christian. Elijah Smith taking that one for a gain of about 8. It's going to be 2nd and 2. Couldn't. Fourth and 1. And they don't let him get in there. A nice play in the backfield. In on the tackle is Julian Aguilar, along with Trey Bixler. Tackled for a loss there.
And it looks like Spencer Simon's out there on that tackle. Hidden Valley over on down at their own 6-yard line.
Turnover on downs. I'd like to remind you that Hidden Valley taking over at their own 5-yard line. Flag is down at the side of the tackle. Noble the ball carrier, but we'll see what the call ends up being here. Mustang student section showing where they're at. Gotta love it. They're trying to decipher the spot of the ball, it looks like, down on the 30, and he's wind starting to pick up here in Murphy. Mustangs 1st and 10. Vidlak throws a dart to Parker Wright, and he ends up going out of bounds after a gain of what looked to be around 7 yards.
Parker Wright. Waylick on the stop. Second and 1 for the Mustangs.
Second one for Hidden Valley. Pass over the Jacob Tackett, and another interception. 40, and they'll take over. Second intended target was number 8, John Freilich. Might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll be third down for Cascade Christian.
Tackled by Nathan Bragg.
Nate Bragg in on the tackle. So again, that's Hidden Valley's second interception. They did fumble the ball, but Tanner Noble fell on that one and kept it in possession of Hidden Valley. Sean falling back. Pass down the sideline. A man was all by himself, and he gets by one tackle, but is brought down after the next. Ian Freilich making the reception on that one.
Julian Aguilar on that tackle for the Mustangs. It's going to be first and 10, Cascade.
That's English at the bottom. And with a sack, that's Nathan Bragg.
A loss of 9. Second and 19 now for the Challengers.
Second and 19 for Cascade Christian. Sean cuts up field.
Tackled by Nate Bragg.
Nate Bragg making another tackle. Coming into the game for Hidden Valley. Victor Betancourt, it's the first time we've seen him this season playing defensive line. 5 minutes and counting up before halftime. Trying to dump it out just in front of the line of scrimmage. Christian Freilich, the intended receiver, but that pass will be incomplete. Fourth down and 17 for Cascade Christian.
Fourth down and 17 now for the Challengers.
Punting for the Challengers.
Ethan Hoffman out to punt for the Challengers.
Ethan Hoffman.
For the Mustangs, number 2, Spencer Simon.
And again, as always, Simon's back to receive these punts. Standing back near the 2, so might be expecting this one to roll into the end zone. In the end zone. 4.5 minutes. Bidlack taking the snap, dumping it off, and pass intended target Tanner Noble off the fingertips again. He's done that. Handing it to Tanner Noble. He's going to try to power through, but he's tackled for a loss instead. In on the tackle for Cascade Christian was Logan Flinner and Cole Ferguson. So it'll be fourth and about 1. Offense going to stay out there, 4th and 1. The catch made by Parker Wright, and that's good for a first down. 1 for 1 on 4th down conversions tonight. That's the Mustangs.
1st and 10, Hidden Valley at the 47.
47 and a half. Pass to Noga complete. Powers through run tackle and is down at the 41. That's a first down for Hidden Valley.
That's good for a 12-yard gain and another Mustang first down at the Cascade Christian 41. Mike Smith on that stop.
Hidden Valley hasn't scored since their opening drive. Looking to try to end this first half with a scoring drive. And it's a gain of about 7, but we'll
A holding call. It's going to come back.
so now it's going to be first and first and 18 it looks like, but a timeout will be called. And Cascade Christian is taking it. The score is 14-7 on the Evergreen Federal Bank scoreboard. You're watching it on hvtv1.com.
HVTV1 Student News is sponsored in part by Fields Ace Home Center, your hometown hardware store where you drive a little and save a lot. Fields Ace Home Center is open 7 days a week in Murphy. This event also sponsored a grilled, freshly prepared tradition.
TV1.com it is Jeff HYDE. But right now the Mustangs are trailing. First half for Hidden Valley, but they've fell. Making the Christian challenge. Of the game. Good, and 7 now in favor. Back when we come.
Rigging.
Welcome back to the Bimart Game of the Week presented. That one will roll into the end zone for a touchback.
Hidden Valley will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Taken down is Spencer Simons near the 20.
That play is good for a Mustang first down. Sean on that tackle.
Another Hidden Valley first down.
We'd like to remind you that Evergreen Federal Bank
8 for them on the night so far for Hidden Valley.
T-shirts up in the stands with their t-shirt gun, as well as handing out additional prizes. The band will be playing. Mustang burgers will be cooking.
Just got word that we have some fans watching from Hawaii, so welcome into the broadcast. Pass to Simons is incomplete, but it's an interception this time again, and he's going to bring it all the way back to the end zone. Again, another pick 6 for Cascade Christian. Was one of the Fraley brothers. Couldn't quite get who it is. I think that was Ian again. Second pick six of the night for Cascade. Score 27-7, pending the extra point attempt. Presented by
any size, just 89 cents. Just like cash. Find them.
Welcome back to HVTV1.com. The score is 28-7 on the Evergreen Federal Bank scoreboard. Back-to-back pick sixes, one coming from Elijah Smith, the other from Ian Freilich on back-to-back drives in the Mustangs. The return is stopped just past the 20-yard line. So Hidden Valley will take over at the 20 again. Right back where they were last time around, except their last drive again ended in a pick six. That's back-to-back drives for the Mustangs ending in that fashion. Again, Sam Vidlak, definitely not what you expected from him coming into this week. Again, a record-breaking week last week. He threw for 5 touchdowns and 390-plus yards. Snowball a rush up the middle. A gain of what looks to be about 6 or 7 yards.
Gain of 7 on the play. 2nd and 3 now for the Mustangs.
The last offensive score for Cascade Christian came back in the first quarter of play, ending with 1 minute 14 seconds, and was a 5-play 68-yard touchdown drive. As the clock continues to run, we're under 30 seconds here. I don't think Hidden Valley is going to be able to get a playoff unless they hurry up. Under 15 seconds now. They're getting the call. Under 5 seconds, they're going to have to hurry up to get the snap off. They do. They rush it to Tanner Noble. He's just going to try to get up the middle, but is brought down before he gets the first down, and that'll be the end of the first half. 28-7 the score on the Evergreen Federal Bank scoreboard. The Mustangs are down by a bunch. They're going to have to figure something out in this break that we have. Stay tuned, though. Bring you our HVTV1 halftime show. We'll bring you some stats and a look around the league tonight, as the Bi-Mart Game of the Week continues on HVTV1.com.
This is the
HVTV1.com and Hidden Valley High School wishes to give a special thanks to Evergreen Federal Bank and President Jeff Hyde. Thanks for the Evergreen Federal Bank Sports Complex on the beautiful campus of Hidden Valley High School. Evergreen Federal Bank. Today's event on HVTV1.com is presented in part by great donors and contributors to Hidden Valley High School, such as Don Carter Enterprises, Hidden Valley Market, and Pete Allen Surveying. HVTV1.com and these great events at Hidden Valley High School are also sponsored in part by great contributors and donors such as Stephen Stark Excavation and by Dar Benton Construction. And special thanks to Southern Oregon Audio Visual and Ciro Bignati, and by Riverside Ready Mix. Make the call to Riverside Ready Mix. Oregon California Supply is your one-stop shop for construction, logging, rigging, hose and hydraulic lines and fittings, and fire and safety equipment. Oregon California Supply in Grants Pass next to Wild River Pizza. Make a pit stop today at My Circle K, powered by Colvin Oil, and enjoy a Polar Pop any day, any size, just 89 cents. And get a kickback rewards card and earn points with every purchase. Points you can redeem just like cash. Find them, follow them, kick back with them. MyCircleK.com.
Welcome back to HVTV1.com. It's halftime here in Murphy, 28-7 the score during halftime at Evergreen Federal Bank tonight. So we'll give you a brief recap of what's happened to this point. as the Mustangs opened their night offensively with a 6-play, 76-yard drive, capping it with a 20-yard touchdown to Jeremiah Noga. Score being 7-0 there, but Cascade Christian, they answered right back with a 7-play, 66-yard drive, capping that one with a 5-yard pass to Ian Freilich. That opening drive, in fact, they're off. Sam Vidlak's throwing 3.5 minutes remaining. And time. 1. And for the Mustangs so far, Jeremiah hasn't had to do a whole lot of work. Again, Ian Freilich catching a pass of effort was a 59-yard touchdown rush.
School, such as Don Carter Enterprises, Hidden Valley Market, and Pete Allen Surveying. HVTV1.com and these great events at Hidden Valley High School are also sponsored apart by great contributors and donors such as Stephen Stark Excavation and by Dar Benton Construction. And special thanks to Southern Oregon Audio Visual and Ciro Bignotti and by Riverside Ready Mix. Make the call to Riverside Ready Mix. HVTV1.com and Hidden Valley High School wishes to give a special thanks to Evergreen Federal Bank and President Jeff Hyde. Thanks for the Evergreen Federal Bank Sports Complex on the beautiful campus of Hidden Valley High School. Evergreen Federal Bank. Today's event on HVTV1.com is presented in part by great donors and contributors to Hidden Valley High School, such as Don Carter Enterprises, Hidden Valley Market, and Pete Allen Surveying. HVTV1.com and these great events at Hidden Valley High School are also sponsored apart by great contributors and donors such as Stephen Stark Excavation and by Dar Benton Construction. And special thanks to Southern Oregon Audio Visual and Ciro Bignotti and by Riverside Ready Mix. Make the call to Riverside Ready Mix.
Welcome back to HVTV1, the Bimart Game of the Week, presented by Evergreen Federal Bank. We apologize for the technical difficulties during halftime, but hopefully those subside here in the second half of play. 28-7 with about 11:53 to go. Cascade Christian are starting off with possession here. In on the tackle was Matt Iwamizu, and it's going to be second and about 6. Brought down, but a first down. Wyatt Lewis running the ball there for Cascade Christian. So again, 28-7 the score, about 11:15 remaining here in the third quarter. That pass completed to Elon Freilich. He gets a first down and a couple more as he steps out of bounds. The stop made by Lawrence Matusik, pushing him out of bounds. But Hidden Valley opened tonight with a 20-yard touchdown pass to Jeremiah Noga. Since then, their offense has been nearly silent. In fact, like I said during halftime, it's worked against them. Sam Vidlak throwing 2 pick sixes to Elijah Smith and Ian Freilich.
Definitely an off night tonight for him.
And it will be. So 2nd and 9. But yeah, Caleb, you said off night for Sam Vidlac. Did they 57 and downs and 6 interceptions coming into this game, and now 9 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. So he's evened out again. And I believe that's going to be a 3rd and maybe 9 for Cascade Christian, but definitely an off night for him. He's still again connected with Noga for a touchdown, but we've seen better as the rush up the middle should be good for a first down. In the first half, Cascade Christian only having 6 first downs so far in this half, getting 2 so far. First and 10. Now into Hidden Valley territory. And Julian Aguilar with the interception. The flag is down, but he's going to try to bring it back. He sneaks down the sideline and he steps out of bounds just before he crosses the 50. Curious to see what this flag is. It was thrown right pretty much at the point of the interception. If this stands, it's going to be a 25-yard return for Julian Aguilar. And it would stand to be his 3rd of the season, leading the team. Call goes against Hidden Valley, so Cascade Christian will retain possession. Unfortunate, great pick by Aguilar, and he brought it back 25 yards, but couldn't quite keep possession of it. I think the call against Aguilar is pass interference, which it did look like. I mean, he got in the guy's face, wrapped his arms around, and still in possession of Cascade Christian. 1st and 10. Sean completes to Freilich. Gets around one tackle. He's still in bounds, but brought out of bounds by Nathan Bragg and Matt Iwamizu. About 9.5 minutes left remaining in this 28-7 ball game. Mustangs, they're still very much in this game. They're down by 3 touchdowns, and it's something that they definitely can do. They're just going to have to work quick. Tackle for loss. Glenn Rossi is in on the tackle.
He's met immediately by Glenn Rossi. 3rd and 4.
3rd down and about 4 to go. 4th down conversions tonight for Cascade Christian. They're 1 for 1. Freilich in motion. Handoff is to him, but he's met in the backfield. Trey Bixler trying to take him down along with about 6 other Mustangs. Tackle for loss is it's going to be 4th down and about 5. Again, this 3rd quarter brought to you by Southern Oregon Sanitation. For recycling, yard debris, and solid waste disposal, Southern Oregon Sanitation is your full-service transfer station. Open 7 days a week, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., located at 1381 Redwood Avenue in Grants Pass.
Hoffman out for a field goal attempt.
36-yard attempt for Hoffman. The kick is up. And it's good. Add 3 more for Cascade Christian. The score is 31-7. The Mustangs going to try to regain possession and trying to answer back to some of these points. You're watching the Bi-Mart Game of the Week, presented by Evergreen Federal Bank on HVTV1.com.
Oregon California Supply is your one-stop shop for construction, logging, rigging, hose and hydraulic lines and fittings, and fire and safety equipment. Oregon California Supply in Grants Pass next to Wild River Pizza. Make a pit stop today at My Circle K, powered by Colvin Oil, and enjoy a Polar Pop any day, any size, just 89 cents. And get a kickback rewards card and earn points with every purchase. Points you can redeem just like cash. Find them, follow them, kick back with them. MyCircleK.com.
Welcome back to the Weimar Game of the Week, presented by Evergreen Federal Bank on HVTV1.com. There you see the Evergreen Federal Bank scoreboard, the score. I guess would be to use 2 pick sixes back to back. Trucks through one guy in a big gain. That'll be a first down for Hidden Valley. Hidden Valley ending last half with 8 first downs. Nordy on the board with 1 here. Try to get you who's out there for Hidden Valley right now. You've got Sam Vidlak, of course, and Tanner Noble. Receiving core for Hidden Valley is Jeremiah Noga. Lawrence Matusik is out there as well, and I can see, well, Parker Wright isn't quite out there right now. He just was, but he's on the receiving core as well. And Jacob Tackett. That's Noga in motion. A misdirection plays. Tanner Noble takes it up the middle. And a gain of about 10 for Hidden Valley, maybe 11, and that'll be a good for a Mustang first down. Back-to-back first downs to start this drive. That's what Hidden Valley needed. They need to desperately get back into this game with a quick score here. Another handoff to Jeremiah Noga. He tries to cut up field, but he's met in the backfield, a loss of nearly 6 or 7 yards. In on the tackle was Logan Flenner and Cole Ferguson, the 2 guys up front for Cascade Christian. In an interview earlier this week, Coach Power said those guys were going to be the biggest threat against the Hidden Valley offensive line. They were up to a big task, and so far they've showed why. Haven't gotten a sack yet on Vidlak, but 2 tackles for loss. So 2nd and 16 to go for Hidden Valley. Vidlak a pass to Tackett. It's caught near the 35. A flag is thrown near the 40. Not quite sure what it was on, but we'll see the signal right now from the Whitecap on the field. Holding against Hidden Valley. That's the 3rd holding call of the night against Hidden Valley. The first one against Spencer Simons, he definitely didn't think he had it. It was right when the flag was thrown. He threw his hands up. Not liking that call. 6:17 left to go, 31-7 the score here in Murphy. Again, it's Evergreen Federal Bank night. Special shout out to President Jeff Hyde of Evergreen Federal Bank. Again, thanks for putting on this event for the community, and there is quite a few people here. And as always, the Mustang student section is packed. Vidlak a pass, intercepted again. This time just falling on it, but another interception, that time made by Sean, the quarterback. Helping his own cause. That's the 4th interception this game from Sam Vidlak.
Cascade will take over 1st and 10 at the Hidden Valley 48.
Back-to-back-to-back drives for Hidden Valley, ending in an interception. Shan with a deep pass over the middle. And they get it right back, an interception by Spencer Simons. Down inside the 10, but Hidden Valley gets the ball right back, and that might just be the momentum shifter they needed.
And no flag on the play. First and 10, Hidden Valley.
Hidden Valley's first interception of the night, and that's Simon's first on the season. They're still going to need a lot of work to get back into this one, though. It's no easy task. Down by 4 scores in the third quarter. Noble trying to rush through that one, maybe a gain of about 3 or 4.
Tanner Noble, the ball carrier. Cody Miller on the stop for the Challengers. Second and 7 now.
Second and 7 for the Mustangs. Tanner Noble's been one of the more consistent players tonight for Hidden Valley. Came into tonight with 91 rushing yards, 5.3 yards per attempt, and 1 rushing touchdown. And he's pretty much stayed consistent with that 5 yards per attempt. I mean, except for there, of course, with a loss of 3. But still been trying to pound out yards for Hidden Valley. But they're going to have to work a little bit faster if they want to get into this one. Vidlac might have to take a little bit more risks, but maybe a confidence issue there at this point with 4 interceptions tonight. Tanoga. He's fighting to stay up, and he gets to about the 15-yard line. So it's going to be 4th and about 4 to go for Hidden Valley. And Vidlac comes off the field, so they will punt it. Jeremiah Noga is the punter for Hidden Valley. And Kristen Freilich back to receive for Cascade Christian. High punt. Taking a bounce at the 40, and they're going to mark it right at about the 46. So a 31-yard punt for Jeremiah Noga will put Cascade Christian in Hidden Valley territory. A little bit of sarcasm coming out from the Hidden Valley students. I'm not quite sure that's what the team wants to hear, but they're trying to lose with pride. Sean keeping that one. A gain of about 5. And in on the tackle was Nate Bragg.
Shot on the keeper. He's tackled by Fisher Bastion.
Sean outside the pocket, a deep pass, but Freilich, it's over his head, and he was in double coverage. Wasn't much of a chance to make a play on that one. It's going to be 3rd and 6 to go. Coming into the game now for Hidden Valley, Coy Romero. Romero on the defensive line now, going to try to bust through this Cascade Christian offensive line. Hidden Valley's had a couple successful attempts at doing that. A couple tackles for loss and a sack coming out from Matt Uemizu earlier in the game. Burkfield breaks through, but an incomplete pass. 4th and 6 now for Cascade Christian. The challengers from Medford, again the defending 3A state champions, beating Santiam Christian last year 28-21 in the state championship game. They're going to go for it here, and if I'm Hidden Valley, I am not very happy with this call at all. Up by 4 scores late, and they're going to keep their offense back out there. Complete pass, the screen pass, and gets around Matusik. And he sheds off Bixler's tackle as well, and that's a huge gain. Almost 35 yards, that time coming out for Cascade Christian's own Elijah Smith. Their first 4th down conversion of the night. But it might come back with the hold. I don't think it's going to come back that far, so it's still going to be 1st and 10. Again, that completion to Elijah Smith, one of the players responsible for one of the pick sixes that Vidlac has thrown tonight. Romero coming out, and coming back in is Dustin Brown. Haven't seen a whole lot of Dustin Brown tonight, but he's still been doing work on that defensive line. He's been out on a few tackles for loss, but none of them credited exactly to him. Elijah Smith runs up the middle, and Iwamizu grabs him in the foot and brings him down for a gain of maybe 5 or 6. .245 remaining here in the 3rd quarter of play. 31-7 the score on the Evergreen Federal Bank scoreboard. First down for Cascade Christian. That's their 4th of the half so far. Only getting 6 in that first half of play. Again, a lot of those scores coming on the defensive side of the ball as Elijah Smith tries to power through again. And a gain of 4 or 5 for Elijah Smith. Second and 6 now for Cascade Christian. They get a touchdown here. That might be it. Sean gets around one tackle. Does he get into the end zone? He does not. I don't think he does. There's no signal from any of the referees.
Waiting for a call. We also have a hurt player on the field.
There is a player down. I'm thinking Sean was down at the 1 as the training staff heads out there. It is a touchdown for Keegan Sean. A 10-yard rush for him to make the score 37-7. We're going to step aside, though, and deal with the injured player down on the field. Again, 37-7 the score on the Evergreen Federal Bank scoreboard, and you're watching the Bimart Game of the Week on HVTV1.com.
HVTV1.com and Hidden Valley High School wishes to give a special thanks to Evergreen Federal Bank and President Jeff Hyde. Thanks for the Evergreen Federal Bank Sports Complex on the beautiful campus of Hidden Valley High School. Evergreen Federal Bank. Today's event on HVTV1.com is presented in part by great donors and contributors to Hidden Valley High School, such as Don Carter Enterprises, Hidden Valley Market, and Pete Allen Surveying. HVTV1.com and these great events at Hidden Valley High School are also sponsored in part by great contributors and donors such as Stephen Stark Excavation and by Dar Benton Construction. And special thanks to Southern Oregon Audio Visual and Ciro Bignati and by Riverside Ready Mix. Make the call to Riverside Ready Mix.
Welcome back to HVTV1.com. Injured player was Julian Aguilar, but he was able to walk himself off the field, and the kick is good. 38-7 the score now in favor of the Cascade Christian Challengers.
game, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be on October 19th.
That drive, 6 plays, 55 yards, taking a minute 24 seconds. Capped off with a Keegan Sean 10-yard touchdown rush. That's his second of the night. He did it again earlier in the game with a 59-yard touchdown rush. But the Mustangs are going to be able to get the ball back here. So 38-7, the Mustangs are down by 31 points. That's 4 touchdowns and some change, so it's going to be tough for them to get back into this one if they can at all. Pure determination coming out from this young team if they're going to want to come back into this one, led by sophomore Sam Vidlak. He hasn't had that great of a game so far, but that's not to take away from the good season he's had so far. Everyone has off nights, but 4 touchdowns and then some for Hidden Valley to get back into this one. And frankly, just from sitting up here, they'd have to prove me wrong. I'm thinking this one might be just out of reach, but I can't quite put my finger on it. My predictions usually don't go the right way. That one's handed off to, I believe that's Spencer Simons down the outline, and that's Jeremiah Noga rather. Spencer Simons was near him, but a good return as it gets past the 40, so I believe they're going to mark it at the 41. So again, it only took a minute and 24 seconds for Cascade Christian to march down the field and get that touchdown coming off of the Keegan Sean 10-yard rush. So 1st and 10 at the 41 for Hidden Valley. They're going to need a touchdown here, then their defense is going to have to lock it up. If they can get a touchdown by the end of this third quarter, there's a chance. A very, very slim chance at that, but I'm a believer. I want these Mustangs to do well this season. Pass complete to Jacob Tackett. He fights through a tackle, but eventually is brought down, that time by Michael Croy. Gain of 6 for Tackett. 2nd down and 4 to go for Hidden Valley. But this Cascade Christian defense has been all but perfect so far. I mean, only allowing that 1 touchdown. Tanner Noble rushes up the middle, and he breaks through 1, but is finally brought down. That time by, I believe that was Luke Smith. But Hidden Valley will get a 1st down off that attempt. Clock still running. We're under a minute left. Another pass to Tackett. He gets through down the line, and not a 1st down, and he's brought down by Samuel Martin. Well, that looked like he was tackled before the marker, but maybe the marker got knocked down when he was tackled, so it is a Mustang 1st down. That time a rush to Noble. He tries to get outside the blitz, but he's brought down with maybe a 1-yard gain. Tanner Noble, of course, replacing Tobias Powers. If you were here with us for HVTV1's Coach's Corner, we got an update on Tobias Powers. He's expected to be back either next week or the week after for sure. But it's the end of the 3rd quarter here, 38-7, heading into the final 12 minutes of play here in Murphy, Oregon. The Mustangs going to have to really find it within themselves if they want to make this one a close game or potentially win it. Again, 38-7 the score. You're watching the Bi-Mart Game of the Week, presented by Evergreen Federal Bank on HVTV1.com.
HVTV1.com and Hidden Valley High School wishes to give a special thanks to Evergreen Federal Bank and President Jeff HYDE. Thanks for the Evergreen Federal Bank Sports Complex on the beautiful campus of Hidden Valley High School. Evergreen Federal Bank. Today's event on HVTV1.com is presented in part by great donors and contributors to Hidden Valley High School, such as Don Carter Enterprises, Hidden Valley Market, and Pete Allen Surveying. HVTV1.com and these great events at Hidden Valley High School are also sponsored in part by great contributors and donors such as Stephen Stark Excavation and by Dar Benton Construction. And special thanks to Southern Oregon Audio Visual and Ciro Bignotti, and by Riverside Ready Mix. Make the call to Riverside Ready Mix.
Welcome back to the Bi-Mart Game of the Week, presented by Evergreen Federal Bank on HVTV1.com. The score is 38-6. About 25 yards on this drive so far in 5 plays. So see if they can cap it off with a score and try to get back into this one. Matusik in motion. He takes this one on the sweep to the outside, and he's chopped down. A tackle below the belt, that time from Keegan Shawn, the quarterback. Those tackles are always a little bit scary to watch. You never like to see a guy get hit in the legs. 4th and 5. $10:55 and counting left before the end of this one, but stay tuned at the end of this one because we'll have the My Circle K post-game show with team stats and a look ahead at next week for Hidden Valley. Pass intended for Jacob Tackett, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Cascade Christian will take over at about the 29-yard line. In this 4th quarter, brought to you by Riverside Ready Mix. Make the call to Riverside Ready Mix for all your improvement projects. Whether you're pouring a sidewalk, patio, or RV pad, call Riverside Ready Mix at 476-1424. 476-1424. Again, this 4th quarter brought to you by Riverside Ready Mix.
Tonight's pot is $104.
And that one's thrown in the backfield. I guess they'll count it as a fumble, and falling onto that one is going to be Glenn Rossi. Hidden Valley with a fumble recovery.
Fumble recovered by Glenn Rossi. That's going to be 1st and 10, Hidden Valley.
First fumble recovery for Hidden Valley tonight. It's the first fumble tonight for Cascade Christian.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is an orange ticket, so if you have an orange ticket, you're still in the game.
First turnover as well for Cascade Christian tonight, as opposed to Hidden Valley's 4. Hidden Valley will take it at their Cascade Christian 15. Pass in the end zone, but it is incomplete. Shooting for the corner was Vidlak. So again, the fumble recovery from Glenn Rossi. It looked like a lateral pass that fell incomplete, but good awareness from Rossi falling on that one. It'll be a fumble recovery. So now Mustangs are at Cascade Christian's 15. Matt Uemizu coming in at tight end for this play. Haven't seen very much of him on the offensive level. He's been a good linebacker this season, though, for Hidden Valley. Vidlak, a pass, incomplete. As it looks like Cascade Christian sent just about all their linebackers to blitz that time and had no time to throw. That's Sam Vidlak. Jacob Tackett coming into the game now along with Spencer Simons as Uemizu takes a seat on the bench.
And the Matusiks, actually in a weird twist of fate, they donate this $104 back, but to the boys basketball program.
Vidlac a pass, that time complete to Parker Wright. He gets hit at about the 5, but I think they're going to mark him down a little bit before that. So it's going to be 4th and 8 to go, maybe a long 7 for Hidden Valley. Going to have to go for it every opportunity they get. Vidlac by himself in the backfield. He's got 3 receivers spread out wide. That's intercepted in the end zone. Vidlac's going to be the only one chasing him. He's going to break down for the tackle, and he can't. Keegan Sean. He gets around another tackle. That one coming from Tackett. Nathan Bragg, Nathan Bragg trying to catch up to him and couldn't quite do it. He just walks out of bounds. A 70-yard interception return from Keegan Sean, the quarterback. 5th interception on the night for Sam Vidlac.
First and 10, Cascade Christian at the Hidden Valley 33.
Intercepted in the end zone. The intended target was Parker Wright, and Keegan Sean just comes up and snags that one and runs it all the way back to the Hidden Valley 33-yard line. Clock continues to run here. 5th interception. Definitely a night you don't want to remember if you're Sam Vidlac. And now offsides or encroachment from Nathan Bragg. So we're starting to see a team fold right in front of our eyes, and I hate to say that. I am a fan of this team, and I know I'm going to catch some flack for that, but it's really unfortunate right now. A score of 38-7, and this team just continues to make mistake after mistake. Sean with the quarterback keeper, a first down for Cascade Christian. And I will say one thing here that I have to respect about Hidden Valley is that just about no one has left the stadium yet, and that's something to respect from the fans, keeping with us till the very end. A lot of schools you might not see that, but the Hidden Valley faithful here trying to stay faithful to the Mustangs. 1st and 10. .8:30 and counting in the 38-7 ball game. A run up the middle from Elijah Smith. A gain of 3 or 4 yards. 2nd and 6 now for Cascade Christian. And they were the favorites coming into this one, but I think a lot of these people here tonight, and myself included, thought the Mustangs might have an opportunity to upset this team. But couldn't quite get the ball rolling. The first drive of the game for Hidden Valley seemed good to go. Just a drive we've seen just like any other this season, capped off with a Noga touchdown, and then that's been it on the offensive side of the ball, and we haven't seen anything else from Hidden Valley all night. The flag is down. I think they're discussing what the flag is. Again, going on elsewhere tonight in the Southern Division of Special District 2. Got Douglas at St. Mary's. Santiam Christian is at Pleasant Hill as well. And Brookings Harbor welcomes South Umpqua. So it's going to be offsetting penalties. So I guess some words were exchanged. Unsportsmanlike conduct. And It's about what you expect at this point in the game. Hidden Valley trying to find some way to get fired up, so some chirping going on back and forth. Snap to Sean, hand it off to Smith. No, Sean's going to keep that one. He's going to get around one tackle, a good block downfield, and he's going to force his way into the end zone. Another touchdown for Keegan Sean.
Sean on the keeper, and that's good for another Cascade touchdown.
(44-7) in favor of the Cascade Christian Challengers. That one coming off of a 26-yard quarterback keeper from Keegan Sean. And they fumbled the snap. And not quite sure what happened there, but the conversion attempt is no good. So 7-44. The score heading into this break with 7:39 left. The Challengers are dismantling the Mustangs in front of our own eyes as we continue the Weimar Game of the Week on HVTV1.com.
HVTV1.com and Hidden Valley High School wishes to give a special thanks to Evergreen Federal Bank and President Jeff Hyde. Thanks for the Evergreen Federal Bank Sports Complex on the beautiful campus of Hidden Valley High School. Evergreen Federal Bank. Today's event on HVTV1.com is presented in part by great donors and contributors to Hidden Valley High School, such as Don Carter Enterprises, Hidden Valley Market, and Pete Allen Surveying. HVTV1.com and these great events at Hidden Valley High School are also sponsored in part by great contributors and donors such as Stephen Stark Excavation, and by Dar Benton Construction. And special thanks to Southern Oregon Audio Visual and Ciro Bignati, and by Riverside Ready Mix. Make the call to Riverside Ready Mix.
Welcome back to HVTV1.com. It's the Weimar Game of the Week presented by Evergreen Federal Bank. 44-7 the score with 7:39 left to go in the final quarter of the play. Quarter of play, I should say. Last drive ending for Cascade Christian, a Keegan Sean 26-yard quarterback keeper, capping a 6-play, 27-yard drive for Cascade Christian. Handed off to Elias English coming around this side, hugging the sideline. He's trying to find his way past the 25, but a mob of challengers will stop him just before reaching the 26-yard line.
First and 10, Hidden Valley at their own 26-yard line.
Hidden Valley taking over at the 26-yard line. Again, their only touchdown, their only offense of the night coming on their first drive. Team which last week won 43-17. Definitely not what you expect, as this is a complete opposite of what we saw last week. Noble breaking through the line, and a gain of about 6 yards.
Tackled by John Fraley.
2nd and 4 now to go for Hidden Valley. This Cascade Christian defense has, like I said, been everything but perfect, only allowing that one slip up in the first quarter of play, but since then, 5 interceptions. 5 interceptions, only 12 first downs all night for Hidden Valley.
Tackled by Michael.
And then the offense has followed it up all night. Be interesting to see the time of possession stats, because I'm fairly certain that Hidden Valley has had the ball more than Cascade Christian. It's just that Cascade Christian makes those big plays. Again, that 59-yard quarterback keeper from Keegan Sean, and then this one that he just had, which was 26 yards, and then those pick sixes. So just big plays from Cascade Christian getting them these 44 points. That one might be good for a first down for Hidden Valley. We'll see if they get the third down conversion, and they will.
That's good for a Mustang first down.
Hidden Valley gets a first down. That's their second third down conversion of the night. Iwamizu comes in for Jacob Tackett. And he's going to be sitting in there at the tight end position. Vidlak under center for the first time tonight. Handing it off to, I believe that was Glenn Rossi. Can't quite be sure, but a fullback position. And it was. That was Glenn Rossi at the fullback position. A gain of about 1 yard, maybe a little less. 5.5 minutes and counting, 44-7 the score. Vidlak takes the snap, hand it off to Noble. Tries to fight for some, and a gain of about 3 for Noble. Or that was Glenn Rossi again. .445 and counting left here in Murphy, Oregon in this one. Rossi taking it again. He got up to the line of scrimmage and then was forced back. A tackle for loss. Fourth down and about 5, maybe 6 to go for Hidden Valley. Jeremiah Noga on to punt. At this point, I don't know if there's anything else you can do. You might as well just keep going for it. And the punt is blocked. Elijah Smith blocking that one. It rolls out of bounds at about the 16, and they couldn't even get a punt off there. Elijah Smith with the block. Unbelievable. He just busted right through the offensive line. And I don't know if I'm angry or just frustrated right now, but that is unbelievable. Cascade Christian is going to take over at about the 17 with just inside 4 minutes left to go. Handing it off that time to Jordan. Three receivers out wide. Another handoff to Jordan. He gets around. Bixler is there to take him down, though, but still a gain of about 5.
Jordan again, the ball carrier. He's tackled by Trey Bixler.
Three minutes, 10 seconds and counting left to go here in the Bi-Mart Game of the Week, presented by Evergreen Federal Bank. Once again, this was Evergreen Federal Bank night here at Hidden Valley High School. One last shout out to President Jeff Hyde for putting on this event. These people are loving the event. They're still here. This game is more of just keeping your stats alive at this point. I hate to say that, but they punted the ball out last time. Well, the game plan was to punt the ball out last time. And not quite sure if that means a sign of defeat, but a touchdown for Hidden Valley. Touchdown for Cascade Christian. Sorry, it looked like there was more Mustangs in the end zone than Challengers. 50-7. And the kick is good. 51-7, in fact, is the score here in Murphy. Mustangs are behind by 40-plus points at this point, and we'll take one last break. 2:39 left to go here in Murphy. You're watching the Bi-Mart Game of the Week presented by Evergreen Federal Bank on HVTV1.com.
HVTV1 Student News is sponsored in part by Fields Ace Home Center, your hometown hardware store where you drive a little and save a lot. Fields Ace Home Center is open 7 days a week in Murphy. This event also sponsored in part by Burger Kings of Southern Oregon. Since 1954, our flame-grilled, freshly prepared tradition goes into every order from Burger Kings of Southern Oregon.
Welcome back to HVTV1.com. It's the Bi-Mart Game of the Week presented by Evergreen Federal Bank. Hidden Valley set to take possession here in this 51-7 ball game. Just over, I should say, 2.5 minutes left here in this one. Use that German. Jeremiah Noga, and I believe that's Trey Bixler back there. I could be wrong. Yeah, it is. So Noga and Bixler back there to receive for Hidden Valley. That one will go well into the end zone for a touchback. Hidden Valley will take it over at the 20-yard line.
And a touchback will give the Mustangs 1st and 10 at the 20.
Hidden Valley down by 44 points here late in the fourth quarter. Not much of a chance to get back into this one, but still trying to keep the spirit up. And your stats still count at this point in the game, so you obviously don't want to just lackadaisically go out there. Stats still count here, and each score means something. So Vidlak under center. Hands it off to Noble. Gets around a good few tackles, and he might have this one. Finally bringing him down was Christian Fralick. But a good rush there from Noble, as that brought him near 35 yards on that one. Call it 37 for Tanner Noble. And again, like I said earlier, he stayed pretty consistent tonight. But despite his best efforts, Hidden Valley hasn't been able to get much going on the offensive side of the ball. Vidlak under center again. 2:10 and counting. He's going to hand it off to Noble once more. Trying to power through, and maybe a gain of 6 or so for Tanner Noble.
Noble, the ball carrier. He's tackled by Croy. Second and 6.
So gain of 4 for Noble on that play. It's going to be 2nd and 6.
Again, we have a lost phone. A lost phone turned into the announcer's booth. Come on up and describe and claim it.
Minute 26 left to go here. Tanner Noble taking the toss on the outside, hopping over. I believe that was Iwamizu, and a gain of about 3. Tanner Noble leaping over Matt Iwamizu there after the block. Noble coming out of the game, Parker Wright coming in. 3rd down and 5. Thinking we're going to see a pass play from Sammy Vidlak here. Hasn't had a whole lot of success in the air, but we'll see what they decide to do here. Glenn Rossi back there as the running back next to Vidlak. Jeremiah Noga and Parker Wright at the top of your screen, and Spencer Simons there at the bottom. They're going to hand it off to Rossi. He fights. Don't think he's going to get the first down, maybe a gain of 2.
Glenn Rossi, the ball carrier.
Clock still going. We're at 26 seconds here and counting. Might have time for one more play. But this one is all but over. 51-7. It's been the challengers from about, halfway through the first quarters when they started to really dominate this Mustangs team, and they're just going to let the clock run out. So the challengers come to Murphy, and they beat the Mustangs, the defending state champions, top Hidden Valley, in a 51-7 score. And really, it was all Cascade Christian from the start. Stay tuned as we bring you the My Circle K postgame show with stats of the game and a look at what's ahead for Hidden Valley. Stay tuned. You're watching HVTV1.com.
HVTV1.com and Hidden Valley High School wishes to give a special thanks to Evergreen Federal Bank and President Jeff Hyde. Thanks for the Evergreen Federal Bank Sports Complex on the beautiful campus of Hidden Valley High School. Evergreen Federal Bank. Today's event on HVTV1.com is presented in part by great donors and contributors to Hidden Valley High School, such as Don Carter Enterprises, Hidden Valley Market, and Pete Allen Surveying. HVTV1.com and these great events at Hidden Valley High School are also sponsored in part by great contributors and donors such as Stephen Stark Excavation and by Dar Benton Construction. And special thanks to Southern Oregon Audio Visual and Ciro Bignati, and by Riverside Ready Mix. Make the call to Riverside Ready Mix.
Welcome back to HVTV1.com. This was the Bimart Game of the Week presented by Evergreen Federal Bank. 51-7. Cascade Christian Challengers came into Murphy and absolutely laid the smackdown on the Mustangs. Really wasn't close from the start. Hidden Valley, they had a hint of something going their way on their first drive of the game, but that was about it. We'll try to give you the best drive summary we can, as Hidden Valley opened play tonight with a 6-play, 76-yard drive, capping it off with a 20-yard touchdown to Jeremiah Noga, making the score 7-0. Cascade Christian, they answered right back with a 7-play, 66-yard drive, capping that one with a 5-yard touchdown pass to Ian Fralick, tying the game up at 7-7. Toward the end of the first quarter of play, with 1:10 left, Keegan Sean with a 59-yard touchdown rush. The quarterback, Keegan Sean, would have another one later. We'll get to that soon. 2 pick sixes late in the first half. One coming from Elijah Smith. That made the score 7-21. And then the very next drive, Ian Fralick with a pick six, making the score 7-28. That was the score at the end of the first half. Cascade Christian regained possession to start the second half of play, and they ended their first drive. 8 plays, 70 yards, taking 4 minutes. They ended that one with a 36-yard field goal from Ethan Hoffman. From then on, it was fairly silent up until the fourth quarter of play. Keegan Sean with a 10-yard touchdown rush. And another one later on, a 6-play, 27-yard attempt from Cascade Christian. That one topped off with a Keegan Sean 26-yard quarterback keeper for a touchdown, making the score 7-44. And then finally, Cascade Christian ending this one with a 3-play, 17-yard drive, ending in a touchdown to make the score 7-51, as you see it on the Evergreen Federal Bank scoreboard right there. And as I'm sure that as I'm sure that most of you fans, your Mustang fans, are looking forward to the next game as well as this team is. We'll try to bring up who the Mustangs play next. As again, last week it was a good performance for Hidden Valley, beating Salem Academy 43-17. And they were on a 3-game win streak coming into this one, but obviously couldn't quite keep it going coming in to the game against the defending state champions. Next up for Hidden Valley is at St. Mary's in Medford at US Cellular Field. Should be a good one there against St. Mary's. St. Mary's tonight, they are hosting Douglas, I should say, rather. That game is tomorrow on the 29th at 11 a.m. So if you want to catch that one again, US Cellular Field, St. Mary's and Douglas going at it. Again, that's tomorrow, but tonight around the league, Friday Night Football, it was Santiam Christian and Pleasant Hill going at it at Pleasant Hill High School, and then Brookings Harbor hosting South Umpqua. Again, we'll give you a full look at the OSA top 10. Number 1 is Amity High School. Number 2 is Rainier High School at 4-0, both of those teams. Number 3 is Wilhelmina at 3-1. Number 4 is Burns at 4-0. Vale is 2-2 at number 5. Number 6 is Cascade Christian at 3-1. Number 7 is Sutherland at 3-1. Number 8 is Yamhill Carlton at 2-2. Brookings Harbor is number 8 at 3-1. And Clatskanie is number 10 at 3-1. Hidden Valley coming into this one was in 12th place, but will more than likely fall just a few places after losing to the number 6 team, Cascade Challengers, tonight. Give you a look at the Special District 2 South. Cascade Christian, they improved to 1-0 in league play. They're now 4-1 overall. Brookings Harbor playing right now. They are 3-1 overall. South Umpqua are 2-2 overall, and again, they play Pleasant Hill, or rather, I should say, Brookings Harbor. St. Mary's plays tomorrow. They're 2-2 overall. Hidden Valley is 3-2 overall right now, 0-1 in league play, and Douglas is 0-4. They play tomorrow morning at St. Mary's. But again, this game right here wasn't too dramatic, was pretty much decided from the beginning. The Cascade Challengers winning 51-7 over the Hidden Valley Mustangs. That will about do it for us tonight. We hope you enjoyed watching the Hidden Valley Mustangs on HVTV1.com. You've been watching the Bi-Mart Game of the Week and the Event of the Week, presented by Evergreen Federal Bank. You can watch a free archived replay of this event by simply logging on to HVTV1.com or on our YouTube page at HVTV1 Student News. Join us next time for another live event with the Hidden Valley Mustangs on HVTV1 Student News. Once again, the final score was 51-7. The Cascade Christian Challengers coming into town and winning this one. The executive producers of HVTV1 are Brian Miller and Jay Reese. For Caleb DiBala, I'm Josh Eldridge, and thanks for watching, and goodbye from Murphy, Oregon.